What's going on, guys? I'm Brett with AMain Hobbies, and we have a special guest today. This is Chris de Graaf, also known as HemiStorm on his successful YouTube channel. Chris has come all the way out here from Norway and has brought his HPI Venture with him. He's one of the lucky few who actually has received an HPI Venture before they're out for release. So we're super stoked to have you here today with your venture. So on your truck, we can tell this is one of the only or few trucks that actually comes with the FJ Cruiser body, and you've updated a little bit. You're known on your YouTube channel for some of your awesome paint creations.
Yeah, I like to paint. Yeah, I like to give it my own little touch. So I actually got the HPI Venture in the Sandstorm color, or as I refer to it on my own channel, the hearing aid color, because that's what, people. Yeah, that's what people sort of like baptize.
It just blends in.
Yeah, but I kind of like the color, and I saw some opportunity to customize it a tiny bit. So they released it in two colors. They got like the charcoal or gunmetal, and then you have this sandstorm color. And well, I just decided to give it a tiny bit of a twist, just to make it look a tiny bit more personal.
Yeah, and it helps it stand out a lot here. Let me show the top two. Got a little bit going on there on the hood, on the sides, both sides. Looks really good. So the Venture has got a lot going on with it right out of the box. First of all, it includes everything you need.
Yeah, absolutely everything is included. So it comes with a charger, battery, a really good radio, 3S capable, a brush motor, everything is waterproof.
Exactly, you even get the AA batteries for your transmitter.
Yes.
Which is pretty cool.
Yes.
I'm gonna take the body off here.
Yeah, hold on, it has this, well, this is a cool feature, I think, is that that spare wheel sort of like clips around a tab in the body to keep it down a tiny bit more. An original design feature, I think.
So just some of the main features on the Venture. A lot of you guys are familiar with it, but it has a front-mounted motor that goes to a center transfer case, and it's pretty nice. It's actually recessed a little bit to get it even lower. One of the coolest things about it is it has the front steering link is not in the front of the axle. It's behind the front of the axle. It's really tight in there with clearances, but everything fits, and they pulled it off and it looks really nice. Some other things, the rear end has a 3-link, all plastic links with the options included out of the box to convert it to a 4. The front's a panhard with your chassis mounted servo. Aluminum threaded shocks with dual rate springs, and they're really nice shocks. They're very plush.
Out of the box, the tuning on the shocks is pretty damn good, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I was impressed with how smooth they are. All metal gears, 12mm hexes.
A lot of the gearing comes
from
from the Savage XS. Well, these stand up to a lot of abuse. And then I think an interesting feature is that you can actually tune the slipper clutch from outside over here through the locking nut over there.
So it's like the output from the transmission going to the transfer case. That's where you adjust your slipper. The front end are dog bones. You don't get CVDs in there. Get a look at those axles. That looks pretty nice in there. It sits low, small pumpkin, and looks pretty legit in the front too, with that steering link back behind the axle. The battery,
what I'm surprised with is all the cast aluminum that they use. So if you look at that front axle where the link mounts are, but also the diff cover, all of that stuff is cast aluminum right out of the box, and it just adds a whole lot of weight and really keeps it planted.
Yeah, it has an interesting look to it. I don't know, it's like a raw look or finish.
Yeah.
That's the impression that I get with it. Any other special features? It looks like it has some pretty nice drive shafts with the yokes. The connection points are all metal.
Yeah, they're a bit more coarse than you would find them on, for example, an SCX10 2. So there's a lot less splining going on, but the splines are bigger. So I do think that will hold up to the abuse in the long run. Yeah, another fun feature, I think, the chassis rails are a tiny bit wider than you would find them on an axial. That's also, I think, why they found it easy to put the motor in the front right next to the steering servo.
Yeah, that's a good point. There's a lot going on, especially right up here in the front.
Busy little section.
It's busy, compact, but orderly. Big battery holder back here for, this is the ProTech crawler pack we have in here, but this will fit, of course, a shorty or a full-size stick pack. The included ESC is 3-cell capable, so you could easily get a big old 3-cell in there. All the electronics are waterproof. I think you already said that. It's really nice. You've made some changes here to the electronic setup.
Yeah, I put a Castle Slate motor in there, so this is a 2850 kV with a Mamba X, all waterproof, has a great internal BEC, 8 amp.
Right.
And this is just my preferred crawler setup. I got this in all of my rigs, and I really like the low RPM. The startup of it is great, and there's a ton of torque. So I also wanted to have this one in my HPI Venture, and it's a nice nice colored can. It sort of like goes well with the rest of the truck, I think. Printed off the Mamba X, it is actually small enough to put it in the stocky seat position. And then those C-channel chassis rails, they do have more than enough room to actually put your wires through it and clean it up to the point where it looks nice and I don't know, kind of tucked away.
Definitely does. Yeah, the wire management's really good when it just sits in the rail like that.
Yeah.
Going back to the body, Chris, what do you think of it? What did you change?
Well, I really like the look of it. I think they really nailed the shape overall. So when you pull it out of the box, it already has those the flat clear coat or like a flat black on the fenders to make it look like it's an actual bolt-on part. And I think they did an excellent job doing that. Same goes for the grill. But I'm really particular about the way that I want bodies to look. So what I ended up doing is I peeled off all of the window stickers front and back, masked the truck up completely. So I masked the windows on the inside as well, just to get that glued bead look. On the outside as well, I made sure that I just painted in all those frames before actually putting on some logos. So then I made sure to put a Venture logo on the hood. And this is like a bit of a simplified HPI logo because I didn't want to go with the orange that they usually have in that hex. And I put a few lines over the side just to have something going on over there as well. Now do be advised that if you do start peeling the stickers on this HPI body, the stickers are of such high quality that you will have a really hard time getting all the glue off. I was actually pretty impressed. And I think it's nice that it comes with all these molded details already. So you got like a full all scale looking roof rack, because this actually looks very close to what you would find on an actual FJ Cruiser. The mirrors I think look really nice. I call these cornflake boxes in my unboxing video, but this is actually the size that you would find them on an FJ Cruiser. And the only thing that I wish they would have perhaps done is made the headlights clear right out of the box. Just cover that up with a sticker. But it wasn't really a big deal. So what I ended up doing with mine is I punched some holes, put some Proline light pods behind it just to have some light, because I do think that I'm going to take it out in the evenings as well. And with the days getting a bit shorter right now, it's a good thing to have some light going on.
So you already added some lights inside?
Yeah, I did.
We'll show them off a little bit.
Sure.
Super clean, simple setup. 2 brake lights or just
running lights? Just
and
running
then 2
lights,
headlights?
Yeah, I kept it really simple.
Shoe good inside?
Yep.
It's really clean. Wires running on only one side. You just connect through when you install the body.
Exactly. Yeah, and if I don't want to
Very
run them, I
nice.
can just tie it up in there. And
Yeah, the body's full Lexan with the plastic roof rack.
Yep.
But the body's pretty stout. It feels
Yeah,
alright.
there's some good thickness to that Lexan.
So you add, what lights did you add here? Those are the Proline headlights?
Proline headlights with some axial electronics inside.
That is super cool.
So this is actually
Nice
this is
and
like a
clear.
Proline light pod, like you would find it on their roof lights. So they got like the roof lights
Okay.
with like 6 pods next to each other. You can also convert that to 4 or even 3, I think. So they come with like a tiny cage around it. I love those headlights, or those light pods, just because they kind of look scale.
So you just popped them right in there.
Yeah,
right?
popped them
they
in
fit?
there and put some shoe goo on it.
Cool.
Another thing I added is this RC 4-wheel drive winch in the front, just because I thought it looked a bit plain in the front, and I wanted to have it look a tiny bit burlier than it did right out of the box.
Yeah, that's nice. I mean, we haven't even really talked about the bumpers, but
Yeah,
that's
they put some really nice bumpers on there.
yeah, that's a nice plastic bumper with your mounts here for your shackle points.
Absolutely.
That
And they
looks
did a
pretty
great
good.
job. If you do want to change this out, take the brush guard off, for example, you do get, HPI does provide you with some inserts that you can put in the bumper, give it that cleaner look. Or if you're perhaps running a winch that's a tiny bit bigger in footprint than this one, and it won't quite fit with the brush guard, you have some blanks to put in there.
Awesome. So what are your future plans with this thing?
Future plan? Well, I want even more weight in the bottom. So even though they already have all these cast aluminum parts on the axles, I want to have some aluminum rims most likely. I think I would like to have some more realistic looking tires. Tires are by no means bad because they do feel grippy, and even the foams in them are pretty okay. But I just like to add my own touch to a vehicle by changing out wheels and tires. Well, it would also mean that I'm going to change the spare. And another thing that I'm afraid is going to need an upgrade then is going to be the steering servo.
You mentioned the tires and the wheels. These are the stock tires and wheels, and
Absolutely.
they look like beadlocks, but they're glued on faux beadlock.
They also come with the hub covers.
Yeah.
But it's a really nicely finished wheel and tire setup right out of the box. It's just if you do want to have like a tiny bit more weight, aluminum is the way to go.
All right, guys, that kind of wraps up the Venture from HPI and our visit with HemiStorm. Thank you, sir. You guys can check out HemiStorm and his future progress with his Venture on his channel, HemiStorm RC. Go to YouTube and look that up, HemiStorm RC. If you guys have any questions, you can go down below and leave those as well. And I'll put links down below. You can go check out HemiStorm RC as well as the Venture here at AMain Hobbies. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good day.